Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Innocent young call minority and ra. I'm call aferi hospital or say or more chia baya GSC say Unwe hospital no more military for any more any confrontation because no say military hospital. I remember so na bo akando maybe o position or call e ma ban ne ka che ne say wanje permission no call enti military for stop no the same thing enra enso esi
yeah politics are leadership no governance no ho anya nkrata any school and am a lawyer and am a way na me way the friday be innate wisdom efie nyansa very 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 important. And you bet me as a degrees a go console and as a phone yina say if you nyansa nka ho abebu kom if you nyansa nka politics na o degree ne titles in bebu kom amu nkwase amu and the papa be a free member you see Ghana ni bia and title say aban facility bi o baby na we free say the progress, whatever it is, no, and why you can go to the proper channels, go and see, ask government legitimate questions. Or be say, oh, abai, you can see it's here for a hospital. You have to abandon see the for them. It's very legitimate. And Ghana new, it's a way also we do.
Yeah.
Say by or minor ACC. But we are talking about a group of people who inherited this particular project in question. From the same president today, the same government today, the NDC government, who started this particular project. When we and expecting say, Anya she sabi nyansa adwen kura ni wutim no. The Afari Hospital no esi Kumasi abonten so. And na ye the NPP Florida. It is a John Mahama na ne ho ye wahi. Say NDC na ne ho ye wahi. Say John Mahama na start yenti adokra ye wobufu enti wonye ne nema nyina de wasiasi wasase so a e ho na won krofo ador no eje healthcare de nyansa ni utim kra no you at least endeavor to say chale anya hwe ye nwiade we na ye 3 points amam for beba but that facility a medical facility o medical village big one. Everything we are expecting in a modern hospital we are no ebi wo enti esa wo de last gusna we that particular hospital. The NPP government these people are part of it. Well in power for 8 good years. Sat aloof. Watch this particular facility emani deteriorate yes say to the extent say 8 good years nothing happened. It got to a time Abraham wo nua no smart ni ni team ne other people and I say no kwa na GH boy ko ba ya na ya ko bona exactly e ko ho ma issue we be ye big on phone smart Fred the deputy minister at the time ma na assure so within 6 months time the hospital will be operational 8 good years in here the facility these jokers allow the facility ma na rote here. It is a few nyansa wo fia. Dear baba ma wasore. After 8 years now what German are rotten no. Aban bia ba less than 14 months to 15 months. Who kwa head because Kumasi ayema. Yeah. Hospital no musi bi so adwama ha ma ba ni wabubu ana watutu agu. Adia na MPP to me the pride in who Ashanti region is obi a was in the hospital Gold Coast to Penso aye Comfanoche hospital no. Rebecca B as the foundation ewe inside. Your father saying obi akwasi baby and mama unit. Right there. And I say politics is becoming an insult in this country because nipa no more no maybe they think the observers are so inferior in mind to the stand say any nonsense at all. No, you can just say and get away. Well, and now we say send them a topic, you know. Because I don't normally watch TV, sir. Who send them a topic and now say minority went to a foreign. Now me free say your old story. There you current. Current MPP. Current MPP. That's me a ferry. Are you a free? Bizarre question or to papa so. I'm not me a ferry. I'm convinced. And I make say you need to have your friends say a bag full of shame. What the name just an was some a new life. That is the only motivation as I would yes idea way. What the minority should be doing today is to go to the Ashanti region, go on their knees and apologize to the Ashantis for this criminal, you're trying to say, their election.
Yeah.
Because duty that I was supposed to do for the people, no, out of wicked politics, you know, Emma nipa de senia no mo ye advocate mo egu TV so na omo kan kra no ye bro mo ye nti kroma na say Rafa ko bie National Cathedral door police for bo no hye na mfe Emma ne kokodam ye ne court. And today, and these people, it's not just about Afari Hospital. Sagle na no mi hu Black Rasta ko ho na ya uhu na we wira ho a na minim Ghana ni a wo ye doors na the NDC government ne John Mahama ban at the time say okwa ya tutu because doors ni nyina say toilet sink na ni nyina say ne ya tutu agu ho na aboro na atwemo ne we nipa tin say etra kroma say now with me yes na you can't blame them because they are working free.
They are working free. Maybe that's my problem.
You can't blame them.
Yeah.
Because this Nema Sankrofo ye I think this group of people should be the last people to even be listened to by Ghanaians. But once quickly, they are trying to turn the narrative to make it look like, oh, NDC, Adrubo Sunti. I see that they have a certain legitimacy to criticize Obi. They do not. You can make the argument NDC NPP since independence, Obi Ghana, but I can tell you on authorities that when it comes to the development, NDC is far better than NPP. Far better. Because look at the monumental projects and undertakings I go all of them, from universities to big hospitals to wine. I could find about 8 years. Mention one big hospital be a baby. Oh, yes, agenda one buying Yansa when the team was started 100 hospital abomda. Now we America buying what's America buying says a never more crowd doesn't make sense. America buying China buying a buying when the team what can I say may start 100 hospital at a go. No is a win to me, and you couldn't even finish one. Mexican has spread it, there is no money. I buying by a pressure, Munyana moon finish it. Now you're finishing a young 8 years ago. These are shameless bunch of individuals, and sometimes an American, the media not a simplify issue, no. So they can call no radio. Oh, I know your ferry. And I buy na banner, so you know you need. The Nyansa question, they say 8 years and they 2 hospitals in the see China, one zoo baby, and at the time, the deputy finance minister, dear Kano, Kumase, nanka yes, Patisse, and Kafar Hospital, I ready and Kabitim de Nakoho, and Sana, to whom hospital nobody after his tragic death, no, a certain conversation was activated in this country about
our ferry, no
hospital.
Yeah.
They spoke nonsense and got away with it.
Yeah.
Nobody and will be said on baby. And today these jokers have the infantry because politics has become so cheap. Politics is just about NDC NPP. You equalize and you country. You so do you so. Now military for the chow. Oh, I'm on the chow.
Touch.
I'm on the chow. I'm on the chow. Now I'm a military officer now, but to me why not come be muddy. Oh, and come at the better medium or more muddy. Because you see, there are certain things that we don't even need to tolerate. Because CPP today can go to that particular place and hold John Mahama accountable.
They have the rights.
Moral rights. Have that moral capacity. But the NPP that has been in power for 8 good years. This guy only was it not in parliament?
Are you free?
Yes, was it not in parliament? And I'm not a Burkina Faso. After the hospital, I could for the time no. Nyansa money parties a young conco kase, yenya young infected.
Yeah.
And not the ye. And none of you who said, you first a confanoti, and the confanoti they never envisage by your man.
Now, sir, no, I am man yet. Confanoti, and I what can I say for hospital? And I make us say, you see, I'm advising young people, say, you see, politics, so one twam ba amanyan safwa, the obenyan, because when you are voting for somebody, you vote for a mind you can trust, a mind you can rely. A mind there, a told the integrity is solid, ironclad. I'll bet me rely on. Some
some of the majority of the people masquerading on the political arena now are there because of a certain opportunity and privileges, not because they deserve it. And I'm hoping that time will come. Some of these individuals walking around the political stage, all of them will lose their mojo essence. Because when the average Ghanaian become intelligent and wise, they will see these people for who they are.
Yeah.
And the so-called respect in us, you will never get it again. Because maybe your NPP now at power for 8 good years, knowing what we did our affair. Now, I will not go. I can engage in behind the scenes with the government, the minister, who said, when you say, you don't go advertising that, that physical bravado. Say, when I wear at my over your mind, and I see any.
Yes, about Baba could be mirror crafty. The one who war and what then change. Yes, and the security so a man acquire will read for fence and also. And I'm a say that for the job. And that's
because never be saying no. I can't house them in my stomach because they are so nauseating and they seek to insult Obi. As much as a Ghana for Nimyansa. Politics and all that you have to do is say bash NDC, also bash NPP. It ends there. And this cheap politics has made it so easy for these people to get away. Because on what moral authority and a war, Sisa camera and I support the crowd for this air, you come and do what? 8 years in India, we are Ashanti region. Mention a single hospital you completed.
Yeah.
And the shameless aspect to cry is a Kufu Eurojet project. Kufu, I don't know Kufu and started.
Nippon on one fast so crab more for no. I felt no come conversation. And President Mahama Krabaya or Yasanku, ye free what you are caught Tamale or the greater
hospital, no?
And to one year now, starting your name.
Auntie, oh, ye free and the hospital, yes, you free by money. Hospital, yes, you free by money.
So, according to their argument, proud to say President Mahama Bakwa started, now pursue ye free ho, now Kofona, yes, or more fan call into an oba and uncle pursue plan. The plan now is another dynasty hono. Oh,
John Mahama built a ferry hospital from the scratch to baby a Kokodruya in 2016. I said all that these jokers were supposed to do was just to complete it.
No more cylinders in near proper oxygen. Everything was fixed.
And yes, our hospital Sewa Hospital and several other hospitals within the Ashanti, none of them and yet. Na omakwaje asase na omusi stadium ewo near the biase instead of them to complain the former sports akwana kasa ho as a bish aduane ehye na num no ono so koye na ono so kokwaje another park baby no ono so start here na oye
ne de
ebi enu ha ye wie
ebi ni o the last time e kwa kontombra unim NDC wo ho no start chip compound se wo musi Omokwai na NPP for buy no. And almost so start another chip compound. She says, "Oh, call her no me refi that particular town. Chip company yemi onu nesu uncompleted."
Obi anti.
Nyansa buru nyansa.
Sometimes.
I have an idea.
Sometimes I have hopes that Ghana be but yada bia because until said the mindset of the people no best you still have people.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh sure.
Justification.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Because of politics. And you have media people also seeking to because you see, until we begin to call people in their face and tell them the ugly truth. Me, that is me. Because me, obviously, we are then who am here. I mean, baby. I want you to know that because hiding it to make me a coward.
Exactly.
And I don't want to be a coward.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know. You understand? Tell people in the face. Say, Charlie. Say. Na na moral audacity be na 8 good years. One time fix it the way. Now after 1 year, you expect Obi to turn things around.
Yeah.
The same thing with Bank of Ghana. Ono Aboka grew over 70 billion, and within 1 year, John Mahama angel until onka open sesame. Na Bank of Ghana on turning the debt into within 1 year.
Within 1 year.
These questions are unreasonable questions. And this thing was allowed to play on our TV stations for almost 2 weeks because minority say, and Matisse say, Dr. Baumia, the solution for cocoa board. I'm
no, so one year where say cocoa board.
Now, cocoa board, now, presently, know what is the cocoa board issue? Because that pricing issue has been dealt with. Now, whatever the government is receiving out there, 90% is being paid to the cocoa farmer. It may be inadequate, but you cannot give what you don't have. That is the basic principle. Abaying no cotton, on to me coffee gold ball, sikam farmer cocoa. Made the solution, man. I wouldn't solution. Can what's na 8 good years? Bosia kura na cocoa board timi kobono.
PBC kura no say PBC guya mo yebon ocean.
Cocoa syndicated loan. Cocoa syndicated over the years. Yetimi the highest we secure us $1.8 billion. Yeah, it got to a point 2022. Yeah, almost 600 no media. We had to run to Bank of Ghana for 10 billion Ghana cedis. It basically that money is still sitting on the books of cocoa board. Cocoa board, the only answer on the Jude sack competition. Yeah, the man no akra. Best 7 the baba. Near the amount we no akra. Near the amount we no akra. That's what they were doing. And today, Baumia be propose way. And I make us say, you see, there be a coming to be a empire. Me bon say Ghana for nyina ni beti ni be hunyansa.
Simple as that.
Ghana for nyina ni hunyansa. You see these people who they really are. Just mere jokers in fancy suit with executive tag, walking around the political stage. And it is because of these individuals and the politics, let's say, and sometimes it's so annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Yeah. Because so we say on mine to the extent Akufo-Addo ne Baumia say on mine to now. Now but China, yeah, you need to show remorse, apologize to the people, and even if you want to criticize, you'll be very reasonable and mindful about how you go about it. Very reasonable and mindful. Yeah. Because you are 1,000 times guilty of whatever. Sure. Especially at the time, government let me elevate neema na wodigu gatam what me yepie at the global stage, Ghana is being recognized. That alone, your Mahama born and baso baby. But this is the things that he has done within a short period. Yeah. Managing the city, debt to GDP has dropped significantly to 45%. These are things you could not do in 8 years. And today you have the audacity running around because politics is cheap. Assembly and the media for now you are discussing, they think they are relevant. Ghana for Hunyansa Ukroma. They say these jokers masquerading around, calling themselves politicians, opposition leaders, minority, call afari na se for no.
So much that to bass for Sani man.
Oh, na because you see, it's a way of whitewashing themselves. Yeah. But Erameka say they can whitewash themselves in the eyes of these gullible minds. But for the average intelligent Ghanaians, people continue to see them for who they are. They haven't changed. All that they are seeking is to get power, come and plunder and do the same thing that they did. Because power no more munya, it has never been about fixing Ghana, solving any problem. It is about how individuals can make money, amass money, build your friends say financial legacy and wealth for themselves and their family, and they will live good. Then I say for them. Universities are someone I can in the last 8 years. Who say universities busy? Yes, university busy baby. Mahama Airco. And your friends say Eastern region here. Look at your friends saying university na isiwa Ojan Hokoye. And all the universities are run. And the one mill started with John Mahama Ewo Ho. Yeah. Go and look at me and Madam Funaya Vice Chancellor or Professor Aziato. Go and the number of students who can go in. These are legacy things. A level footprint of a government in a particular community. Kwame Nkrumah can say sometimes in some of the university, KNU University in as a forum, even though it started long ago before he came in as a forum. But because of the significant role he played in as a forum, and then we can mention them. Yeah. It got to a point, the Akufo-Addo number or rename university. Abra Winyansi dying, and Kuko Buokran Winyansi university. Yeah. Then renaming the two ancestors. But I'm happy most of them has been reversed. Because I didn't at the university no and Kasakra and I didn't know how my pass exams to come over. Now university is CK Tadam. Now what conference yes if that's of course CK Tadam. Say say wunti. Obenya bi. So it's good so must say di hunu ni say hunu ya say appear minka kentan ho. Ensem hunu sa na wunya wo ba ye to akura din. Wunya wo ba. Wo say me koto nkura din. Na wo bi na to ni din. I think you see politics is so cheap and now some of these things are happening, you know. And you see the elders of the NPP must take over the party. But as a penifone free party no mojama and nkura and no more emotions din sem hunu ko parliament afenyo marking the oil enkoye opposition then nothing work for them. The communication front aggression ye need atem yankan sem hunu that is so nothing makes the party attractive. The MPP with a party with an executive tag, I will be our MPP near with a certain elite characterization, you know. That elite characterization is gone. And the party inside there will be kind of as like station boys.
Yeah.
There is no plan, there is no direction, and you find it within the party. Now, party will lose power, will try to rebrand yourself and resell yourself to the people. Then I say, for no. Or candidate away, you know, yeah. Ono na onam na so obi di president atema na yakobodwa na
Bonabaso.
Le yere ne nam fofo no na yakọ man oh monyire mo hone na se for when you know say those things will not refine you. For one was say oh that Ghana for want to know how economy our promises how by Yamana number 1 became the worst economy in the history of this country.
Don't to know why.
See it differently. Got to a time but I was not even talking about IT anymore. Talking about economy. The guy was leading IT. I said, yeah, sorry, IT. so some of these comic instances when you play out in this country and you want people to take you serious. I think President Kufuor need to come in. Now, the infuse a bit of innate wisdom into the party. Now, we put these people in line. And yes, our party, but be a number. The way to distraction and I'm no. For me, I want the opposition to be very vibrant, very intelligent, very assertive, to be very critical. Now you have a lot of moral authority to do certain things. And then I say for them. But the enemy can't way there. O party supporters in the local social media, remember Abasu. The but the core and answer for now we hear to win elections now.
Unya. I know there. Obeka Kurobe Huba Unya. Obuasi is MP and now the Sekotokuro or I was sent a soldier for now more do hospital when you now cositri or don't have so or say well fun to order Obuasi is MP Poyando Sukodobi Korea also when they were who went to Jane now was a come no more donny because of the Jane and I make us say you see what's in China we are very smart sometimes I say nkra bia mudi agro bi and agro no mudi no e ya man for future and mudi di agro no I get you and the money is so nauseating. All right
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV.